and we are live. Good evening, everybody. If you can hear me and you can see me, go to the chat and type in loud and clear. You can hear me and you can see me, go to the chat and type in loud and clear. Okay, fantastic. Please, somebody help me in the chat box with the instruction for those who are unable to hear. I can see somebody typing in no audio. All right. Tonight, I'm so pumped up, and it's already 8:01 for my end here. Welcome to Millionaire Mentorship Call. I'm so excited to be with you this evening. And tonight, tonight's training is something really special for me because I'm going to be going down memory lane today to share with you exactly what I did when I started this business and how you can also replicate that kind of success for in your business. All right. Somebody said you can't see me. Can you guys see me? I hope you can see me from your end and it's not a general problem. Can you guys see me? Thank you so much for that. So guys, it's time for us to add a new layer to okay, so my laptop got disconnected, but can you guys still hear me? I'm not seeing the typing. I'm not seeing people typing in the chat. I said if today is your first time on MMC, type in I'm new. Type in I am new in the chat, all right? While I'm trying to bring back my laptop, I can dive right into tonight's training, okay? Okay, Mr. Augustine Igwe, you're welcome. I see you are new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so now how many of us would like to have a team in your physical location? How many of us here? Okay, you are connected from different parts. If I go to the chat now and represent your location right now, represent your location in the chat right now. Where are you actually connecting from? I can see Emmanuel Ikwe Monison. You are welcome, Mr. Emmanuel. Represent your location in the chat box. I love that with the fire emoji. Akwa Ibom. Wow. Akure. Fantastic. Kaduna. I see Fatima Mohammed. Ikorodu, Lagos. Wow. Warri right now. Okay, fantastic. Akungba, Akure, Lagos, Aja. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Akure, Abuja, Lagos. Fantastic. Now, how many of you would like to have the advantage of having people to work with you in your location in this business? To have a team where you are physically present. How many of us here? I say Ado Ekiti. All right. How many of us just indicate? Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, so that's what we're going to discuss tonight. So let me quickly bring up my screen right about now. All right. And the good news for you tonight is this. Everybody in this meeting can do this. All right. I hope you have your notes ready. I hope you have your notes ready. I know you will be tempted to say, let me take a screenshot because I'm using a slide. But if you really want to get the best value from this, take a screenshot and still write down. All right. So if you have your note and you are ready, put the fire emoji in the chat. Put the fire emoji in the chat. Okay. So tonight we're going to be looking at how to run one-on-one presentation so that you can grow a team wherever you are, even if you are new in this business. That makes sense? Okay, so I believe we are all pumped up to learn about this skill. Now, why is this so important? Before I even get started, this is so crucial because when I came on board, sorry about that. When I came on board in this business, I did not have the privilege of Zoom. Okay, then it was Own Your Life campaign. There was no Zoom. All we had was, all I had was a physical experience. So all we had then was, the physical offline tools and systems. Okay, I didn't have the privilege of having, please hold on. So all we had was the offline system. So I didn't have that privilege. But because of this skill of learning how to present one-on-one physically, I was able to still grow my team. And tonight, I'm here to tell everybody here that you can do this, okay? You can actually grow a very strong team, a very large team, even if you are new in this business. And I'm going to share my story with you once again this evening to show you my journey in this business and to let you know that if I can do this, then you can do it as well, all right? So my name, of course, is Benga Borokini, like you are aware, and I came from a very humble background. Now, my story is what I'm going to really dwell in on tonight because the training I have for tonight is very short and the technical details is very simple, but the most critical part for you is if you get nothing from this call this night, I want you to be able to get that it is possible for you listening to me right now to actually build a massive business for yourself. And why am I so confident of that is this. I came from a place of a very humble background. Personally, I had not had any experience with this business before now. And if I can do this, I believe you can as well. Okay, that was me while I was in my 100 level days on campus. I finished from AUA in Ondo State here, Akunga precisely. And at that point, I was a young boy, I would say, with so many dreams, so many aspirations, wanted to make life better for myself and for my family. At that point, I was the only one in school out of my 8 siblings. Okay, lost my dad after my secondary school days, and my mother became our responsibility as a widow. And so for 2 years, we were basically hustling, struggling. My mother became the only one trying to raise the 8 of us. We didn't have any money, we were broke, we were poor, but I had a dream. And so 2 years after I lost my dad, the family came together and they said, let us sponsor just one of these children to school with the hope that when he graduates, he can help his siblings and things can change for them. And so I was favored, I like to say, not lucky, I was favored to be selected among my 8 siblings, and that's how I got to school. And based on that sponsorship, I made a decision to myself. I said to myself, anything that makes me to enter this school, I will graduate no matter what it takes. That was my decision. At that time, I was so broke, I didn't even have money to rent an apartment. I was caught with a friend of mine all through my days on campus. Okay, I'm so grateful to God that I have this friend who was able to accommodate me for the 5-year period I stayed in school. But guess what? I got to work. Now, let me ask you a question here right now. How many people on this call, you are tired of where you are right now? You are tired of the kind of house you are living in, the kind of environment you find yourself, and you really want to make a difference, you want to make a change. You have a new place you want to get to. If that is you, type in yes in the chat box. Because that was me. Even though I was broke, even though I was poor, guess what? I had a dream of a better life for myself. I had a vision that I do not want to remain where I was. I had a mindset that one day I want things to change for me. I want a better life. I made that decision. So let me tell you this. It does not just happen automatically. You have to make a decision. Okay, you must make a decision, a conscious choice that I want to go to a new place. Do not think that whoever you see having success is lucky. There's no luck in this game. Okay, you have to make a decision and tell yourself, I am going after it. And the good news is this: the God who made you already plans for you to be a success. Okay, can you imagine a successful God creating a failure? Can you imagine it? Right? So I knew that God wanted me to succeed. I started studying, I started doing all of that. And eventually I learned a high-paying skill of digital marketing. And I got into that sphere, working my ass out, working, putting in the work, okay? Working so hard, trying to ensure that I do not end up like my father. Trying to ensure that even though I came from a poor family, that a rich family can come out of me. I believed in my future. I believed in my vision. I believed that it was possible to do something amazing for myself. And I began to study. I started praying. I prayed, I studied, did all of that. And eventually, I got things going a little bit. Money started coming in gradually. For those of my colleagues who are here in this meeting tonight, you can see that transition. This clothes I'm wearing right here, this one in the middle picture, was my favorite clothes that time. Now I look back at that picture and I'm like, wow, are you serious? Was this me, right? But that time, man, it was the best. But guess what? Gradually, as I began to work on myself, work on my mindset, gain knowledge, things began to change. And I entered a new phase. And the phase was now I was the only one among my 8 siblings who was seeming to get it right. And I wasn't comfortable about that, right? I'm like, okay, at this point, what can I do? I got to my final year on campus, and I was asking myself some questions that what can I do at this point in time? I don't want to graduate, and I'm the only one that my siblings have to be waiting for. I'm not saying they were, but in my mind, I knew that it is not possible for me to be doing well, and I can be watching my own blood not doing so well. So I started asking questions. I started praying to God to show me a way that things can change for me. Started praying to God to show me an opportunity that I can leverage on, and I began to look out for opportunities. It was a conscious decision. It wasn't luck. It was conscious, all right, to look out for opportunities that can help me and my situation. And the answer came in 2019. I was in my final year on campus. Say that a man that is diligent in his business, he will stand before kings, the Bible says, and not before mere men. My coming in contact with the leader and the president of C1FG was no accident. At that point, I had grown so much that I was now offering my services to people who were 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners in their businesses, trying to show them how they can get to the next level online in my former business. That was the night I met Ambassador. I had not met him from anywhere before. So write this down. Diligence is key in whatever you are doing. Okay? I always tell people that God is a rewarder of labor. I imagine if I wasn't developing my skills, I would not have met this man. But guess what? The day I met this man, it was a date with destiny, because this man was holding the opportunity that would take me to my next level. And I didn't even know it, but I was prepared when I came in contact with that opportunity. A wise man once said, he said, the worst thing that can happen to you is not that you don't have an opportunity, but the worst thing that can happen to you is that you have an opportunity and you were not ready to take advantage of it, right? You were not ready for the opportunity. That's the worst thing that can ever happen to you. But when I met this man that day and he showed me this business, I was ready. I was hungry. I was looking for it, right? I wanted a better life. I wanted to have a platform that can help me impact not just myself alone, but my siblings, and make life better for us. And so that day I saw the opportunity. I said yes to it. And guess what? I also understood that knowledge is the new currency. It is not the business that makes you money. It is what you know about the business. Write that down. It is not the business you do that makes you money. It is what you know about that business. And that's why I celebrate everybody here tonight. You are the ones who are hungry for success, because you understand that success in the business does not just come because you signed up. No, no, no. Success in the business comes because you
make the sacrifice. I mean, this is 8:16 p.m. You could have been busy watching a movie right now. You could have been busy doing something else right now, but you are here on this call because you want to change your life, because you have a desire to make things better for yourself and your business. And that was me too, right? Then there was no Zoom like this. I had to leave Akumba and go all the way to Abuja for a 5-day physical mentorship. I can tell you right now that some of us here on this call, you need to make that same move. Even though Zoom is fantastic, Zoom is amazing, but I will advise you, if you really care enough about your success in this business, take your time, find somebody in this business that has gotten the kind of result that you want to get, and make the investment to go there physically and spend time with that person. Okay? Anyway, that's just on the side. So I went for knowledge with this man, the best in the business I could ever find. And for 5 days, I was incubated. This man gave me information, the secret, right? He showed me the system of Buena Vida, one step at a time for 5 days. When I came out of that training, my head was bursting with so much knowledge, right? I was overwhelmed with too much information. But guess what? I also understood, write this down, that information without execution will only lead you to frustration. I'll say that again. Information without execution only lead to frustration. I understood that the key to my transformation was that I had to begin to take action, massive action, on everything he was sharing with me on that night. Okay? And I'm going to tell you that tonight here, that the thing I'm going to share with you tonight on how to run a one-on-one presentation and build a team from where you are right now is a very simple process, but you will not get the value or the advantage until you take action. Please put that in the chat board. Take massive action. All right. So with that knowledge, I went all the way back to Akumba. Then there was no Zoom presentation. There was no office in Akumba, but that was where I was. But I took that knowledge, took the tools he showed me, and I began to engage in massive action. I began to invite my friends. I began to learn business and started taking action, showing them one after the other in Chicken Republic, a public restaurant. Okay, there was no office. This restaurant was my office. Chicken Republic in Akumba was my office. There was no office, right? I was showing the plan to people. They would come in 6, in 4s, in 3s, in 2s, in 1s. The highest I had was 8 in a single meeting. And when I was done, I mean, tonight I will give you the exact playbook, okay? With some tools, because now we have the online system and all that. But I'll give you the exact playbook of what I was doing those periods. You can see me right there, doing this one-on-one consulting for these people, okay? And that was how I started having some results. Got my first sign up in Akumba, okay? And from there, I went to his house to run home meeting for him. That's why I implore you guys, find time, okay? Come. If it's Akure, Akure is your own HQ right now, right? In TFT, Akure is your HQ. Find time and come so you can understand these systems, right? Because of the training I had, I knew that when I have a new partner in my physical location, I need to go to their house and do a home meeting for them. So this was Mr. Michael's. Shout out to Mr. Michael. You already, guys, celebrate this man. He was the first person who believed in me. And that's why till tomorrow, this is my real G, right? In Akumba. In fact, did they even sign up in the business? It wasn't even the main target. He just came, and that was how he came on board. And that was his room back in Akumba. Okay. Gradually, that was my first time going for a company convention in Lagos. We were just 2 persons. Just me and 2 other persons in my team. Just 2. Okay. I am sharing my story with you so you understand my journey, because it is easy to now see, oh, he's now making over $1 million a month. But I'm taking you back now to how I started so that you can take cognizance of all the things I did. A wise man once said, you don't have to be a wise man to get a wise man's result. Just do what the wise man did and you will have his result. That's why I am taking the time to go back and show you a reverse engineering of what I did. This was the first company convention I saw. In fact, I can tell you right now, this was where I caught the vision of this business. It was after this event, I went to upgrade my account to 15 accounts because I caught the vision. So do not joke with events. Rather down, do not joke with events. And on that day, I only had 2 people that went with me. Some of you are here saying, oh, my team is not growing. It's just me. It's just 5 of us. Just keep your eyes on the vision. Okay? Keep your eyes on the vision, because even though I didn't have lots of people in my team, I knew there is something for me in this business, and I will get it right. And I kept going. I never gave up, right? Gradually, the team began to grow. At this point, it was just 6 of us. I was able to gather a team of 5 people plus me making 6, and we organized our first physical event. All this while, have you seen Ambassador Michael Okoli anywhere again? Please answer me in the chat board. Have you seen my mentor, Ambassador Michael Okoli, again? My upline. Have you seen him again in all this while? I mean, those 5 days was all I had. Okay? So if you are thinking, oh, my upline is the problem, they are not helping me, they're not supporting me, man, you're getting it wrong. Okay? You are getting it wrong. In fact, may I say this to you? Could it be that because you rely too much on your upline, too much on your sponsor, is that why your business is not growing? Because guess what? For you to grow this business, you must take responsibility, take charge of your business. All right? You must take charge of your business. You must take initiative. Don't wait for things to happen. Make things happen. Put that down. Don't wait for things to happen. Make things happen. Okay? So the 6 of us gathered ourselves, made this nice shirt, organized an event, went all the way door to door, knocking on doors, getting people to come for this event. All right? And that was the first time I ran a presentation. Guys, I did not have the privilege of watching my mentor in this business present in my presence. There was no Zoom. I could not leave Akumba and go to Abuja to go and see him present. When I met Ambassador, he was already making over 20 million a month in this business. He was no longer presenting by himself. He has raised multiple leaders. So I didn't have that privilege of watching him present. But you know what? I got all the slides. I got all the files. So I started preparing and rehearsing and practicing. This was my first ever presentation. All right? And that was when I started looking for an office space. Those of you are saying, oh, there's no office in my location. Get an office. If you have seen something in this, if you have seen a vision in this business, get yourself an office. We're looking for an office space. This was our first option, man. We didn't quite settle in the place, but we kept moving, right? This was our first quick start guide training, physically in Akumba. You can see there was still no office here. This was in Mr. Michael's hostel. All his neighbors had to park and enter their rooms so we can use their passage for this training. That was the first training from the people that came for the event we had the previous day, right? And we shared the vision with them. They came for the QSG. And from there, this was our first event that we attended together as a team in Abuja, right? That was last year. That was last year. And then gradually, because I kept going, because I kept believing, I kept working, I kept my vision alive. I knew that in this business, I either win or I win. Eventually, this year, I got recognized on stage. I got 3 awards that day, became a leader in the business, became a monthly millionaire member, became a 2 Comma Club member. We were there at that event in February this year. But all this will not happen. It was sweet to be called up on stage that day. It was sweet to be called up on stage that day. But guess what? Climbing this stage took a lot of effort. It took tears. It took sacrifice. It took believing. It took keeping the vision alive. It took prayers. It took fasting. It took consistency. It took perseverance. It took persistence. It never came easy. Okay, so don't see this thing and be like, oh, I too want to be celebrated. You see all the Amazon ambassadors, you see all the diamond connectors, and you just say, oh, I also want it. Are you willing to pay the price? That's the question. Because if you are willing, I can tell you this, everybody on this call can make this happen. You can. Okay? You can make this happen. If I did this, I mean, then there was no cell meeting that I could be part of somebody else's cell meeting. We have to make our own cell meetings in the office here in Akure. Okay? And then, we launched our office in Akure here. Started operations there January 6th last year, right? And it's been amazing. Today, I've been able to retire my mom. My junior brother is now in the business, doing so well for himself. Somebody was collecting 10K per month as of last year. The things I saw in my mind are now becoming reality. Today, I am so proud of him, making his own money for himself in this business without me, right? And that's the amazing part. And this can happen for anybody in this meeting until you start to see your vision. You start to see your future in this business. You have not started just yet. Do not trust your eyes. Don't trust what you are seeing right now. But the question is this: what vision do you see? What do you see yourself achieving through this business? Where do you see yourself 2 years from now in this business? You must have pictures in your mind, right? When I was dreaming about these things, dreaming of my younger ones becoming multi-millionaires, my family coming out of poverty and becoming very, very wealthy, it was not happening yet, but I kept the vision. Please put that in your note and type it in the chat. Keep the vision alive. Keep the vision alive. You may lose team members, you may lose partners, you may lose prospects, right? You may lose some friends, but do not lose your vision. Do not lose your dream. The things I dreamt about are happening now. And guess what? We have not even started at all. We have not even started. We have not even started. This is, you can put your phone on landscape mode and zoom it in. This is August 2021. Can you see what you can see on your screen right now? Okay, this is just August, and August is not over yet. Can you see what you have on your screen? I saw this coming. I would have been surprised if this did not happen. But guess what? I know that I serve a God who is a rewarder of diligence. No matter what happens, no matter who quitted this business, no matter who lost their vision, no matter who lost their faith, guess what? I know without any iota of doubt that so long as I keep learning, so long as I keep working, so long as I keep believing, so long as I keep doing what I have to do, regardless of what I was facing, I will always overcome. Okay? The vision the Bible said is for an appointed time. We have not even started just yet. But how many of you right now will be so excited just to earn half of this I are seeing on your screen right now? This is just August. Okay? This is just August. And the month is not over yet. All right? How many of you here? Just making half of this will be, as in, you'll be excited. But guess what? I did not start from here. My DTC was writing 000000000 when I also started this business. I had nobody in my team also. I was alone in my location also. Okay? I started this business just like you. And guess what? If it can happen for me, it can happen for you. I am not smarter than you. I am not. Okay? In fact, you have more advantage than me when I started. There was no MMC for me. I hope you know. Every Sunday, there was no MMC for me. There was no cell meeting I could attend, just like you do. Okay? But what kept this happening was I kept the vision. I kept the faith. And of course, you know our number one cardinal culture is what? Commit your business to God. If you check all those screenshots, what do you observe? After the credit alert at the top, once the money comes in, what do you see I first do? Okay? If you're an observant person, what do you see? What do you see? What do you see right there? Okay? I don't eat my tithes. Guys, I do not eat God's money. Let me tell you this. Once your money comes in from this business, the first person you must pay is God. All right? Because it is paying God that makes the rest of the income you are making secured. Okay? I don't care which church you attend or which faith you practice, but I'm just telling you what has worked for me. All right? If you don't pay your tithe, the money comes in, you will not know what you did with it. I can tell you that. I pay from my net. I pay from my gross income, not the net. If I encash 100,000 naira, my tithe is not from the after tax. I pay my tithe before tax. Okay, so if I encash 100,000 naira, I pay tithe of 10,000 naira. Okay, and then I can begin to divide the rest. Okay, so the first person you pay is God. Okay, and for me, the next person I pay is myself. All right, I pay myself next, and then back to my business. Back to my business, reinvesting back in my business. But pay God first. All right, pay God first. All right, you don't want to have drought in your business. Don't eat God's money. Those palmer worms, canker worms, they are real. All right, I have tried cheating God on this thing, and it didn't work. So save yourself some years. Okay, save yourself some pain. All right, and of course, you know it doesn't need your money, but man, it's going to teach you to be disciplined. Anyways, let us move on very quickly. Okay, so that's just to give you a brief overview of my journey in this business so far, and it's to a glorious end. Now, if you are here this evening and you stay around long enough, I can give you 100% guarantee that as long as you are working, as long as you keep learning, you go for knowledge, as long as you make the sacrifices and you learn this system, you sit down and you learn this system, there is nothing that will stop you from becoming successful in this business. You must believe this. This is true. You must believe this. You know, I was thinking out loud yesterday, and I was asking myself, which other business is there out there that can pay you over 1 million every month, that will not require millions of dollars to get started with? You will not find it. Is there any other business that can earn you in millions of naira in income that you will not need to start with at least some millions of naira? Think about it. There is none. There is no business. But here, with single one account of 45K, just one account, 45K, it can pay you up to 8 million a month. Come on now. Where are you going? What else are you looking for? Everything you're looking for is here already. Just sit down, learn what you need to learn. Okay? Somebody said go for knowledge. Put that in the chat board. Go for knowledge. All right? That's why I celebrated of you who are here this evening. This is the first step. Go for knowledge. You cannot do what you don't know. Okay? You cannot do what you don't know. All right? So go for knowledge. Don't stop at cell meeting. No. Go to the SMO platform. Digest things there. Use them to your advantage. Ask questions. Go for knowledge. All right? I didn't stop at the mentorship in Abuja for those 5 days. I went searching for more. That's why I discovered GoPro, discovered mastermindevent.com, discovered David Monitier, discovered, you can't just stop at what they give to you. No. If you are serious with your destiny and your purpose and you want to achieve success faster in this business, you cannot wait for what they give to you from cell meeting. They are amazing. Use all the support, use all the training, use MMC, use cell meeting, but don't stop there. Don't stop there. Make a covenant with your eyes this evening. I am telling you what has brought me here and the things I have seen to work. Now, when I say brought me here, I mean from where I was coming from. This guy sitting here is the same guy that some years ago in this same city used to hawk on the street. This same guy here, the same guy that some years ago in this same city used to carry concrete, doing bills to pay as a laborer on site. What changed? Knowledge. Okay? My people perish for lack of what? All right? Now, of course, today, by God's grace, things has changed, and that's why I can tell you this, that this too can happen for you, and it will. It will. All right? So, Now, how do you run one-on-one presentation? In fact, I feel like we should just stop here right now, right? How many of you here, you know that now, as in, you don't even need training again, just as in, right? Because honestly, you don't need, right? Should we continue now? These things are all is available everywhere. You don't even need me to teach you this. It's available. So when you are hungry for it, you go searching. When you are hungry, you do what? You go searching. You go searching. All right. And like I told you last week, don't just do this. It's not about you. It's not about you. You are here to represent a generation. It's called genealogy. Genealogy. It's a generation. Okay. So that's why, see, every sacrifice you make, every investment, if I'm just doing this training for just the people that are here this evening, that would have been the biggest waste of my time. The biggest waste of my time. But guess what? I know that I am not speaking to 65 people this night. I am speaking to 65 generations. Okay? 65 generations. You are only here as a representative. So get this correctly. That's why if you're in cell meeting, if you're in any training, you pay attention. Okay? Your sacrifice now is not only for you, but for your entire generation. You are that person, that one man that will stand and say, from my head going forward, the standard must be raised. Okay? So tonight, what are we going to cover? We're going to cover why must you learn to even do this in the first place? But I hope you already got answers to that already. You already know why, right? What are the tools you need? What are the kind of mindset you must have? What must you not do in one-on-one presentation? And then what do you need to do in one-on-one presentation, and then bring it all together? The 6-month magic, that's why I must stay to the end. Because at the end of this, I'm going to show you the 6-month magic of recruiting 20 people in 30 days. Do not forget that this training is preparing us for the September challenge. All right? And let's get into it. Why must you learn how to run one-on-one presentation? First is, now you are able to take charge of your business. By the time I am done this evening, you will stop waiting for things to happen. But now you will know exactly what you need to do to make things happen. And that's when you become the person in control. Just imagine this. What if there was no Zoom presentation every day? What happens to your business? What if there was no leaders to present for you? No sponsor, no upline. You're on your own. What happens to your business? Without knowing how to present, guess what? Your business is as good as dead. But when you know how to present, you can enter anywhere and dominate that market. You can penetrate any market. It boosts your confidence. Some of us say, oh, I don't have confidence. That's why I'm not presenting. Guess what? You will never have confidence until you start presenting. That's the truth. Okay? I do not present because I am confident. No, I am confident because I am presenting. I've been presenting now, doing trainings for almost over 2 years right now. Why won't I be confident? Okay? Why won't I be confident? But guess what? There is this saying that by Randy Gage. He said, the person who makes the most lousy presentation wins. Put that down. The person who makes the most lousy presentation wins. Your problem is you are waiting till you are perfect before you take action. Nope. It is in you taking action and doing it consistently over and over and over again that you gain mastery, that you begin to have results, and then confidence follows after that. All right? So that's the sequence. It builds your belief. I never knew that playing Pablo and Bruno video over and over and over and over again was building my own belief. I never knew that presenting the business was making me to believe even more in the business. Man, I didn't know, right? But that also happened to me. That also happened. Presenters, you can attest to this, right? It's like you are selling yourself all over again on the business. Maybe you're even doubting before the presentation. Now you present again, and then, man, what was I even thinking in the first place, right? It builds your belief. And because, of course, it is one of the 7 professional skills of our business. Guys, I love to be in control. Okay? I don't want somebody else taking charge of my destiny. I want to be in charge of my destiny. And if you want to be in charge of your destiny, you must learn how to present this business. Otherwise, somebody else will hold you captive. Now, if they don't organize events, they don't organize presentation, you can't grow your business. Come on now. That's bondage. I don't want that, right? I don't want that. Okay, that's why you must learn it, because it's part of the 7 skills of our business. Your team can count on you. Okay, and that builds trust and leadership. Your team can count on you. How many of you here can your team count on? Imagine in Akumba, I could not go to Mr. Michael's house to do home lunches for him. Imagine we came to Akure, we opened the office, and there is nobody to present the business to them, to their prospect. What happens? Okay? And then, finally, you are not a leader until you start running presentation and training. Okay? Some of you are saying, oh, I have leader. My leader is so-and-so person. Guess what? The moment you start taking this responsibility, you automatically become a leader. Because all you are doing in that presentation is you leading the prospect, you leading your team. And if you're a leader here, you must be running training for your team members. In our structure in City 1FG, until you are presenting and you are running trainings for your team, you are not recognized as a leader. You can never get there, no matter how much money you are making. No. You have to be presenting and doing trainings for your team members. That is what makes you a leader. Out of the criteria. All right. Now, moving on very quickly. What tools do you need to run one-on-one presentation? By the way, one-on-one means you and your personal prospect. All right. You and a prospect in front of you. That's one-on-one. The first thing you're going to do is this. Pick a location to hold your meetings. In my case, man, Chicken Rep was my office. All right. Back in that was my office. So pick any public restaurant that is popular, that is common. All right. Because they are non-confrontational. All right. They are non-confrontational. So you need a location in your city. All right. Wherever you are. You are going to need a presentation video. Then I used to have this 8-minute video of Own Your Life campaign, and there was this Pablo and Buena video and the content economy video. But then now we don't have that 8-minute video again. And then some of that Own Your Life campaign is now La Buena Vida. So the next I will recommend for you is the 24-minute video by Onu Solomon Vincent. I've shared that video with you already on WhatsApp. All right. Then your business story. Okay. Your business story or your vision. Okay. Hold on. Let me put that clause there. Your vision. Because when I was doing this, I didn't have any story. I didn't even know that there was something called business story. I didn't even know. Okay. But all I was doing was, guys, we are now getting out of school. What do you want to do next after school? I have seen this business. I was just sharing my vision with them. Okay. Vision attracts people. Write that down. When you see a man who is visionary, when you see a man, when I say man, I mean either male or female. Man was first a spirit before they became, body. Okay. So when I say man, it covers both male and female. So when you see a man with a vision, he's attracted, he attracts other people to himself. All right. And that's what your people are looking for, your prospects are looking for. They are looking for leadership. All right. So even when you're telling your story, you are doing it to lead them. That, guys, I was where you are right now. I was in that pain, but I found a solution, and now I'm going towards this. So that gives them confidence in you as a leader. And then lastly, you're going to need a diary. Many of us have been wondering, what is a diary meant for in your SMO checklist? in your week 2, you were asked to buy a diary. Is that true? How many of us have bought a diary in our week 2? Right? Let me see those who are sinners in the house. Come and confess in the chat now. Okay? You have done mastermind class 1, but you've not bought a diary. Let me see your hand. Confess your sin and be forgiven. All right? Because in the SMO checklist, in your week 2, you were asked to buy your business tools, your diary, your hardcover note, and your success manual or script. All right? So if you have not bought a diary, now you will see where a diary comes into play here. All right? So it's a tool for your business. You need it. If you have seen top leaders in our business, you're going to see them always having their diary. They always have their hardcover note. All right? So you need a diary. Now let's move on very quickly. The mindset you must have. You are a consultant, not a salesman. That's the first mindset. Okay? You are there to be a consultant, to help them. Okay? Not to be a hard-selling salesman. All right? Do not convince people against their will. If somebody says, I am not interested, don't try to hard convince them. No. This, don't stress yourself. Ambassador told me this. He said, the more you convince people and talk, the less likely they will join your business. All right? And I used to do that a lot when I first done this business. I was a salesman, man. You know, my background in digital marketing, I used to be a salesman now. So I was always closing sales on the phone. Ambassador saw me and he was like, no, don't do it like that here. Just be a consultant. Your job is to be an educator. Okay? Go with the posture of, now this is very important here. Go with the posture of, I have $5 million for you. Now, how would you talk? How would you talk to a prospect if you know that you are coming to offer that person $5 million? Okay? Are you going to be begging them? Answer me in the chat box. Right? You have $5 million for this person. Will you beg them to take it? Will you be desperate for them to take it? Right? Will you be trying so hard on them? Of course not. So that posture is your mindset. I mean, this business so far has earned me over 12 million naira. Okay? So that meeting that he had with me is now worth over 12. Okay? I'm trying not to shout because I mean, who knows who is hearing, right? So if you know that they will have success in your business, why would you, beg them? Okay? So that's your posture, that's your mindset. I have a $5 million and more opportunity for this person. That's your mindset. Okay? Now, finally, prospect can sense your confidence or lack of it in your eyes, in your tonality, in your body language. So be confident. This must be your posture. Be confident, relaxed, and excited. All right? If you lack confidence in this business, in what you are presenting, man, they can see through it, just like a dog can smell a dead body. All right? Somebody with me? That's the kind of mindset you must have. Okay? And you go with that posture, with that excitement. There's a fire in your eyes. Okay? There is a fire in your eyes. There's a sparkle to your eyes that, man, something is happening. All right? Now, quickly as I rush now, what not to do in a presentation, in a one-on-one presentation. Do not exaggerate, hype, or make unrealistic promises. E.g., I will help you look for people. Don't do it. Do not do it. The business is already amazing. There is nothing else they will go and start out there that can earn them $1 million a month without them investing millions of naira. Okay? So don't exaggerate, because what you ask for is what you will get. If you tell them, I will look for people on your behalf, guess what? when they now sign up, they will ask you, but you promise me now, and then you put yourself in trouble. Don't do it. All right. Don't come up as desperate, beggarly, or needy. Don't be a fool. Use the tool. Okay. Don't be the one trying to give all the information. Like Eric Warren said, if your mouth is moving, what are you doing? You are either pointing, directing, or what? Telling a story. So use the tools. All right. Like the video, like the PDF, like a three-way call, the third party, something else to do the explaining and the convincing, not you. Do you know why? Because the more you try to convince them by yourself, in your own words, they can't see it. You become like a stumbling block for them from even seeing the opportunity you are showing to them. So use a tool, something external to you, all right? And the more you are convincing them by yourself, trying to hard sell them, guess what? In their mind, they are thinking, okay, so if I join this thing now, I will have to be doing all this kind of convincing. I can't do that. So they give you all kind of objections. Oh, I don't have the money. Oh, I don't have the time. Whereas in their mind, the real problem is that you were trying too hard. All right. Now, of course, I'm not saying don't be a consultant, right? Ask them questions and all that. Do that, of course, but do not try to hard convince them by yourself. And then do not answer their questions there. Use a tool. You will see that in step number 5. Okay. And another key point here, while you are showing them the business, do not allow interruptions or questions. If they are interrupting you, that means they are not willing to follow you. You must be in charge. Okay. When you are doing a presentation, you have to take charge of the atmosphere. So they are constantly interrupting you, breaking into your talk and asking questions. Guess what? In that process, you lose your leadership in that process. Just tell them, you know what, Mr. Prospect, just hold on for me. I may even still answer your question anyways. Allow me to get through this because we don't have a lot of time, okay? Don't forget that this is actually a 30-minute meeting, just 30-minute meeting, all right? Or 45 at max. So the more they interrupt you, the less likely they will join you, okay? Now, note this. The goal of a one-on-one is not necessarily to sign them up on the spot, okay? But to pique their interest enough to make them want to explore the opportunity further or go to the next step. Note that, please, all right? Very quickly, what then do you do? Okay, in 5 simple steps. Step 1, state clearly what this meeting is all about. Duration, benefits. Okay, tell your story or share your vision. All right. Okay. What are you trying to do? Okay. What's your vision for them? What's the goal? Right. Then play the video, ask some questions, and then schedule the next exposure. Those are the 5 simple steps. 5 simple steps to this. Okay. So, and you have the exact words in here. Mr. Prospect, the system I'm about to show to you is something you can do part-time. You can start part-time without affecting what you do currently. It has lots of travel opportunities. It has unlimited income potential. You succeed by helping others to success. No experience required, and there's a working system, structure, and support in place. I will show you to you in few minutes, and I just want you to pay attention to how simple and easy it is for me to explain this to you. It's a very simple business, nothing complicated. That's very key. Nothing what? Nothing complicated. If you pay apt attention, you will understand. So put off your phone or silence it. This may or may not be for you, but if you are smart enough to see the opportunity, it has the capacity to help you reach your next level and generate some serious cash flow. Are you ready? Okay. If you are following this right now, type in following in the chat box. This is you giving them an overview and why they should listen to the presentation. All right. Amazing, amazing. All right. Then step 2. Step 2, tell your story. And then you have the framework already. The background, that could be like me, I was into digital marketing, could be accounting, could be nursing, whatever it is you do. What do you like about it? Your pain, your dissatisfaction, your point of vulnerability that makes you human. Okay, don't come up to your prospect as a hero. You know, I know it all. I mean, I'm the boss. No, 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 don't do that. Okay, if you were cool, I mean, why then did you need this business? There was a reason why you need this business. Okay, so if you are struggling with your pain, just ask yourself, why did I join this business? You were doing something before now, Abi. For me, I was into digital marketing, but I had a pain. I made me start looking for opportunities. What made you become open? What made you become open is the question right there. Okay, so that's part 2. Part 3, how you found the solution, and then part 4, how you feel about the future. That's my example right there. I just gave my own example there and all that and all that. You can look through this after now. Okay, I'm going to get the slide after this meeting is over, so you can look through this again, just to give you a guide. So create your story. I mean, we already did that in our cell meeting. Now you are here. You have made your 2-minute story. Type in done. Type in done. Okay, because we gave that assignment on the cell meeting that you should make a 2-minute montage of your story. You have done that already. Type in done, the chatbot. Let's see our honest people here. So much confessions here tonight. Okay, sinners in the house, confess your sin. Okay, you have not done it. Say I have not done it. To just confess now, because we give the assignment out. Okay, confess your sins and be forgiven. Confess your sin and be forgiven. Okay, you have not done it. Don't say you have done it. Though the 2-minute video of your story. All right, you can see the sinners in the house. All right, that's okay. But now you have the framework. So get that video on that training and then do it. All right, very key. Do it. Now, step 3 is what? Play the video. Okay, and tell the person how simple. Keyword there is what? Simple. How simple it is for me to explain this to you, and then hit play on the video. What you are doing here is this: you are programming their mind. Oh, come on now, this guy, he just played the video. The video does all the explaining of the business to them in 24 minutes. Okay, so in their mind, they are thinking, of course, I can also play a video now, right? And then once the video is over, the first question you ask them is this: what did you like best from everything you saw? Okay, that's the first question. It gets them thinking positively about what they just saw. Question 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you have 0 interest in the business, and 10 being you are ready to get started right away. Where are you between 1 and 10? So they give you a number, all right? They give you a number. If they are a 10 and ready to start right there and then, ask how many accounts they want to start with and how to make the payment. Okay? Have them make the payment right there if they are ready. Okay? Now, if they have an interest but not ready to start now, move to step 5 that I'll get to shortly now. Okay? Now, even if they signed up on the spot, still ensure they attend a full presentation. That's in step 5. If you are following me and you are getting this up to this point, type in getting it. Okay? Then be so sure you are getting this. All right? So now you have told them the benefit of the opportunity you're about to show them. You have shared your story or your picture with them. You have played the video, and now you're simply asking them these very simple questions. Okay? Now, let me add a tip here. In Akumba, in that chicken rep, there were times I had about maybe like 8 people. Okay, like 8 people in the meeting. You know what I would do? When I'm done playing the video with them, I will now look for testimonial videos, success stories. Okay, and I'll play that one for those who are still sitting down. Then I'll now create a separate table, like the one I shared earlier today. A separate table, asking them these questions one-on-one, not in a group. Do you know why? If you ask in a group, there can be one virus. Presenters, you know that one virus can spoil the whole show for you. Okay? All right. So that's why I do it one-on-one. But to engage the rest, I start playing for them the success stories to further build their belief. I hope you got that tip right there. That's $1 million tip right there. All right. So ask these questions one-on-one so that the virus in the house, in the group, does not destroy your beans that you have been cooking all this while. Okay. So final step is, now if they're asking you questions, move to step 5. Please note this. Resist the urge to answer their question on the spot. Please put that down. I'm begging you now. Even if you know the answer, resist the urge. You will be tempted to answer their question. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. You know why? You are mirroring this thing for them. You are their role model now. They are watching you, not what to say. They are watching what you are doing. Okay? So if you start answering all their questions by yourself, in their mind, they start thinking, oh, more. Okay? Don't do it. Instead, move to step 5. Just tell them, Mr. Prospect, this is step 5 now. Here is what needs to happen next. Note that word. Okay? It's $1 million statement right there from Randy Gage. Here is what needs to happen next. That statement is taking leadership. That statement is men. Okay? Of course, you know better than them. Okay? Mr. Prospect, here is what needs to happen next. There is an event. Thank you, BQ. Resist the urge to shalaye. All right? Do not do it. It will steal from a bank account. Don't do it. So here is what needs to happen next. No matter what question they ask you, this was only a first exposure. You must schedule them to the next one, the next bigger event on Zoom. All right? Or physically in your office, if any place where there's an office. Here is what needs to happen next. There's an event holding at the office in Arakale by 11 a.m. on Monday. Okay? Where you get full details. Notice the keyword here, full details. This was just a brief overview so far. Now you're going to get the full details about this business, get your questions answered, and also be able to kick off the business. This session will be packed out and access comes at a premium. But because I know some of the organizers, I could secure a free access pass for you. If I did that for you, would you honor the invitation to respond this only for that? Would you honor the invitation? You are asking them the question. Okay, at this point, if they don't have any interest in the business, they can be disqualified here. Okay, if they say yes, note it down in your what? Diary. So that next exposure must be written down in your diary. It's an error. It's an error for somebody to come to your one-on-one and they leave without their name entering your diary. Okay, it's an error. Man, let me see if I have my 20% diary here. Okay. That diary is in the office. My 2019 diary. Filled up. Okay, it's an error. So of course, remember to send them the link to the meeting timely and make reminder calls. If he's asking questions, let him know everything he's asking about will be answered on this session. Your goal is to get them to the next exposure. Okay, if you have done your job well here, guess what? They'll follow you there. If you have gained value so far, type in value, value, value. All right. If you feel empowered right now, type in value. You feel empowered right now. Okay. You now know what you need to do to present one-on-one to a prospect. Okay. Don't lie, oh. Don't lie. Huh? Don't lie. This is live on YouTube, so you can actually get the YouTube replay after now and watch again. Because now I am getting to the biggest part of this, which is bringing it all together. The value, the 6-month magic of recruiting 20 people in 30 days. Now, if we're on the call on cell meeting where a requirement was giving us an intro to 20 in 30 days, he gave us some statistics, some data. He said, if you recruit 20 in 30 days, how many will end up remaining after the first, I think, 90 days? He said 4. Can you remember? Okay. For those who are here, this whole meeting is to prepare us for the September challenge. Now, guess what? If you engage in these 20 in 30 days, this is the magic, the 6-month magic of recruiting 20 in 30 days. From that 20, you are going to get at least 4 potential eagles. All right? 4 potential eagles. And here's what happens to your business. If you run this business with one account, a bronze package, one account, okay, one account for the 4,888, look at this. Please pay attention here. I am giving you the reason why you must take action on this training tonight. Why you must engage in the 20 and 30 days. Okay? Now, if you have in this training and you miss the training on 20 and 30 days in cell meeting, please, I beg you, get the videos and consume them personally. All right? Get all the videos on that training that we have had so far. Get all the tools, the workbook, the which other one do this again? The workbook, the those tools I shared, right? All those PDFs, get them and study them personally, because guess what? When you do that, okay, you're going to get at least 4 people that are super recruiters in your business. In month 1, you're going to make how much from that? Please, leaders, note those who are asking questions, okay? So you can help them with the resources after now, all right? You can get them all in the family group on WhatsApp, by the way. Now, look at this. In the first month, from the matching bonus, 4 people, 2 on your left, 2 on your right. That is 2 matches. 2 times 7,000 naira gives you what? It gives you 14,000 naira. By month 2, those 4 persons, those 4 super recruiters engage in the challenge. They recruit 4 each. Okay, which means you're going to have 8 on your left. Please focus on this and stop typing, please. For now, all right? I need you to get this, because when you get this, you will run. Okay, you will run with this. In your second month, that becomes the first month for those 4 people, and they engage in this challenge. 4 each. Now you have 8 on your left, 8 on your right. You're going to make how much? 8 times 7,000 is how much? 56,000 naira. One account here, one account. By the 3rd month, the same process, each of them sponsoring just 4 people each. You make how much? The 3rd month, 224,000 naira. Month number 4, you make 896,000 naira. Month number 5, you make how much? 3.5 million naira. Month 6, you make 2.4. Nope, that figure is incorrect. Thank you. 14.3 million. This is the law of compounding effect. So in a 6-month period, because you engage in this challenge and you follow this game plan, this fast track plan, in a 6-month period, how much could you earn potentially? At 100% success rate, each 4 sponsoring 4 in their first month, each 4 sponsoring 4 in their first month, you could earn 19.1 million naira. Okay, now guess what? What if you only succeeded at half of this? You would have made how much? 9.5 million naira. What if you only succeeded at 20%, as in just 20%? You would have made how much? 3.8 million naira. Question: how many of you on this call right now would like to earn 3 point, as in that if you make 3 million naira in the next 6 months, you'll be excited, right? And this is even at 20% success rate with your one account though, that you started with how much? 44,888. Don't worry, Mr. Isaac. I'll get the videos to you after now. The 20 and 30 days video, I'll get it to you. Okay. And that's why you must not be missing cell meeting. Cell meeting is where we share all the information that can help you transform your business. Okay. So get yourself up to speed. Now, guess what? The day you understand this, look at this. The same challenge, Joe, but because you are running on 3 accounts, one-time capital of 124,664. Just because you are running on 3 accounts, look at how your own will look like. The same challenge, the same activity. Month 1, you will not make 14K, you earn 42K in month 1. Because you're not making money from 3 different accounts. The same energy, the same effort, the same time put in, the same work done. But because you began the business with a one-time capital, one time means once forever. You don't understand? Just once forever. Pay that price once. Borrow the money once. Do it once. Right? Month 1, 42K. Month 2, the same thing. 168,000 naira month 2. Month 3, 4, reaching 4, you make 672,000 naira. Month 4, you make 2.6 million naira. Month 5, because you're only with 3 accounts, you make 10.7 million naira. Month 6, the final month, you're going to make 43 million naira. And guess what? In 6-month period, at 100% success rate, you have generated from your business, from your 3 accounts, total income of 57.3 million naira. And somebody is saying, oh, what if something happens along the line and this and that? Look at this. Even at 50% success rate, which means instead of 4, it was just 2. Abi, that is what half means, Abi. You still made in 6-month period 28.6 million naira. And even at 20%, in 6 months, 11.4 million. How many of you here have 3 accounts right now? You have 3 accounts and above right now. How many of you here? How many of you? Somebody said he choked. He never choked. Oh. I'm still moving on. Pay attention here. You see why a 20 and 30 days challenge will transform as in, and guess what? Let me give you $1 million tip here. $1 million tip here. See, the moment you cross 1.5 million naira in this business in a month, it's very hard for you to come back down. Write it down. Just do everything you can, as in, do everything you can to just cross 1.5 million in a single month in this business. That's why, see, this challenge is beyond September. No, it's a challenge to say, I am declaring war on poverty in my family. Because once you do this and you pay the price, you are gone. You are done. You are just done. Okay, you are done. What if you are only on 7 accounts? Again, just a one-time capital, just a one-time sacrifice of looking for 314,216 to kick off your business or upgrade yourself. Month 1, the same process. So you made 98,000 naira. Month 2, 392,000 naira. Month 3, you enter million fold, 1.5 million. Month 4, 6.2 million naira. Month 5, 25 million. Month 6, 100.3 million naira. Somebody say crazy, Abi. Our business is not normal. Okay, you want to make blood money without selling blood, at least 7 account minimum. At least 7 account minimum. In 6 months, you've done 133.7 million naira in 6 months, just because you made a decision. I told you earlier tonight, all it takes is what? A decision. A decision. Break the walls. Lose your sleep. Have sleepless nights. Make the sacrifice. Because once you get here, Omo, what if you only had half of that? That is 6.8 million naira. Your family is out of poverty for the rest of your life. Man, that's why you hear people like Ambassador saying that even if he dies today, that his generation cannot be poor again. Do you know how many investments? Okay, at 20%, 26 million in 6 months. We just captured 6 months. Oh, we just captured 6 months. Do you know the implication of this going forward? You don't understand this. After the 6-month period, do you know that these people that came on board, they are still doing the business? Are you aware? You don't understand? I didn't capture those future payments too. Do you know that those I signed up in 2019, 2 years later, I am still getting commission from their effort? Are you aware? There is a lifetime deal. We only capture just 6 months though. So if this money here is scaring you, I imagine what those one will do for you, right? Okay. Now the best here, you are really concerned about your destiny in this business. You really want to create the kind of results, the kind of success that generations after you are gone are still calling your name. This is it for you. This is it. And this should be the goal of everybody here. If you don't have 15 accounts, I am wondering why you're on this call. You are wasting your time, honestly. Right? You burn data, burn time, burn energy. I'm not trying to insult you, but please, to your long, make money. It doesn't pay you. You are cheating yourself. Because the same guy that made 14K with one account could have made 210K. So you are a businessman, is that not? You are a businessman. It's like saying, no. I don't want 210,000. Just give me 14K, I'm okay. Just give me 14K, I am okay. Does it make sense? Please answer me. You have a chance to make 210,000. You say, no, I don't want 210. Just give me 14K. Does it make sense? It doesn't. The same effort, the same time. Now, if you don't have the money, please look for it. Look for it. Don't stop until you get it. Make it a goal. Set your mind on it. You'll get it done. Okay? If you must borrow it and put your mind at peace once and for all. All right? Month 2, 840,000 naira. Month 3, right? 3.3 million naira. Month 4, the same effort, 13 million, 8 figures. Month 5, 53.7 million. Month 6, we've done all the numbers for you. 215. Come on now. Did they say you should be swimming in poverty? Huh? As I don't understand, did you sign a covenant that me, oh? Because why do you leave money on the table? With the one account, remember, if you remember, with the one account, total income in 6 months was 19 million. When you could have earned 286 million for the same work, for the same effort, but just because you started with a one-time capital of 673,320. Is somebody getting this? Is somebody getting this? Because that's how I close this evening. As I close, if you want to fail in this business, please fail into money. Amen. Did you hear me? If you want to fail, please what? Fail into money. With the one account at 20% success rate, it was 3 million naira. Now look at this, 57 million naira, just because just because you decided, that's what I said earlier, you must make that decision. Just because you decided, you didn't take this with levity, you took this seriously, right? Just because a one-time decision, just is a small difference, so just a small I told you in the cell meeting, elephants don't bite. Elephants don't bite. That simple decision of taking your 15 account seriously and somebody else who did not can make a 55 million naira difference in your life and business. Now watch this. If you actually run this challenge on one account, what it means is this: you actually by yourself, you carry 55 million. 54 million, because 20% of this is of one account is 3 million naira. So remove that from this. You by yourself, use your own hand, carry 54 million and dump it in the river. Does it make sense? You don't understand. Does it? It doesn't. Right? When I saw this business, I'm like, oh my God. That day in Summit, I showed you. If I go and check it now, guys, I already lost over 5 million naira because of that decision I didn't make on time. Just because I didn't decide on time to upgrade my account. Now it's already over 5 million naira that I'm losing to that guy. And it keeps rising every day as I build my business. Save yourself that pain. Okay? We will assume success in this business. I have told you, so long as you are in this business, even if you got here by accident, by what? Accident. You have failed into money by accident. You have entered into wealth by accident. So maximize it. My time is up. I know I took extra time, but I hope it was worth it. Okay? So that's it for tonight. Now, your takeaway is this. Like I told you earlier today. Number one, you must make a decision. Decide that from my head forward, it is wealth. Decide what you want. Have that vision. Okay? Have that vision. That's how you get there. One step at a time, but have that vision where you're going. Be very clear on it. Okay? Then I told you earlier today, I said information like this without execution leads to what? Frustration. Okay? Now you have the information. Do what I did and implement. All right? Implement. For those who have scattered accounts, you can calculate this. All right? You can calculate it. Okay? It's calculatable. All right? So, guys, now, by the way, let me just add this. Even if your accounts are scattered and you have 15 accounts, man, you are not the same mates with those guys with one account or even less. 15 account is 15 account. No matter where it is, 15 account is 15 account. Just that to maximize your effort even more and avoid losing money to somebody else, like I'm doing right now. It's bad. Have them together. All right. But even if it's not, now that you are hearing today, my hands are clean. Okay, my hands are clean. So upgrade your account. And run the September challenge. How many of us are ready? Okay, somebody say what is scattered account. Before I take your questions, at this point, you have all the info you need. You have all the info you need to be able to run the one-on-one presentation and to build a team from wherever you are. What you need next now is execution. Okay, so go out there, execute, and change your life with it. All right, change your life without information you've just gotten today. Okay, so on that note, I will take a few questions before I close. I will take a few questions.